and this is the proposal or threat of very high punitive sanctions, tariffs being imposed on India for the purchase of Russian crude oil. And I know, Mukesh, for a fact that while the Indian diplomatic establishment understands the nuances, like you put it, and has a pretty thick skin with regard to such statements, in the public mind, those statements aren't going down well. It almost seems like the United States is trying to push us into a corner. Is that assessment correct? And how serious is that threat that is being put out?
Well, Senator Lindsey Graham bill, which basically puts 100% tariffs on countries which procure Russian oil and Russian goods. And it's not just India. It has an impact on China, it has an impact on Iran, it has an impact on Brazil, and it has an impact on the European Union. In fact, the European Union is the largest procurer of LNG from Russia itself. So it is not directed towards India in particular. But yes, it does impact India, because last year, India procured almost $50 billion worth of Russian oil. And it will do that because I think you have to understand, India is an importer of almost $140 billion worth of energy on an annual basis. And it has to buy the cheapest oil it can, so it has an impact on domestic inflation. It has an impact on fertilizer. It has an impact on consumer. So it is in the interest of India to procure that. Now, you also have to understand that the domestic politics in the U.S., and when you have two large elephants fighting, you will have collateral damages. And we need to figure out how to manage that. I do recall almost in the first Trump, India was procuring almost 30% of its energy from Iran, and he was able to diversify that. And then as far as this threat goes, I think the bill is still not in front of the Senate. They're talking about giving it to the Senate, but then you have to understand the implication on European Union, implication on other partners U.S. has. So I would say that we should be cautious about it. We should proactively talk to Senator Lindsey Graham and the people and telling them how it impacts India, especially the consumer base itself. But at the same time, I would not get too alarmed about it. I think when it comes, we'll have to deal with it, but let's deal with it now proactively to ensure that it does not impact India's import of energy from the world itself.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.